All right, I'm at the Marine Discovery Center and I'm here with...
Fielding Cooley.
All right, well tell us about your program and what tours you have.
Well, I'm the Executive Director of the Marine Discovery Center. We're a nonprofit organization dedicated to educating people about the Mosquito Lagoon and the Indian River Lagoon, which is North America's most diverse estuary. So if you come and take our tours, and we have tours that are available on a pontoon boat, and we also have tours, ecological tours by kayak. So you can either go either way. You know, if you are interested in kayaking and learning kayaking, that's a great opportunity to take the tour and learn a little something about kayaking in the first place, and then also learn about the ecology of the Indian River Lagoon. The kayaks have the advantage of you really getting up close and personal with the environment. And then the advantage of taking the tour on the boat is that we're able to bring along a lot of specimens and paraphernalia that you can learn more about the lagoon. And we have, in both cases, we have a Florida master naturalist who is certified, knows all about the ecology of the area, and can tell you and answer any questions that you might have about the wildlife in the area. So it's a great opportunity to get up close to some of the bird islands and see the wildlife and see manatees and dolphins in their natural environment.
Okay, so how are these tours daily? How many are they? A couple times a day?
We
or?
operate 7 days a week, so it's best to call our reservations desk. But we do have tours every day scheduled. Not every day do we take out the kayak tours, but we have not only the eco tours for the pontoon boat, but also on the pontoon boat we have sunset tours, which are great for observing birds when they're coming back to nest. And then also we have a sunset cruise, which is really kind of just a fun cruise. We go up the river towards the lighthouse, the inlet there at the Ponce Inlet, and so it's kind of a little bit more of a sightseeing. You get wine and cheese along with that, so music, live music. So it's a little bit change of pace.
All right, well I want to thank you, Fielding, for sponsoring our show.
You bet.
All right, this is our captain. What's your name, sir?
Name is Walt.
Walt, how long you been at this?
About 3 years.
About 3 years for the Discovery Center?
I worked about 3 years ago, and I've been working this year. I didn't do for a year in between.
All right, well thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with the narrator. What's your name?
Coralie.
Coralie, could you briefly tell us what we're going to do on this tour?
Yeah, so we're going to head south on the Indian River Lagoon, and we're going to go into a mangrove wetland. And in fact, this estuary is the most biodiverse in the whole country. It's got more species than anywhere else. So we expect to see some larger animals like dolphins today, and later on we'll be looking at some smaller creatures that we found with our children this morning. So we'll have a bit of a petting zoo later. We're going to talk about the history of the area and some of the plants that are here. We've got over 1,000 kinds of plants in here. And we're going to visit 2 rookeries and see where the birds are nesting. There's baby birds there right now. So that's some of the things that we're going to experience this afternoon.
All right, thank you.
To feed in the mud and the oysters.
There's oysters right there. Look at that.
Now those are all live oysters. At high tide they're all covered. And they're important for a number of reasons. One of them is the same as the mangroves. They help to stop shoreline erosion, and they build our islands. As the mangroves grow, the oysters grow. And that's what's happening on this little rookery. This was a sandbar, and some mangroves took root. And as they grew, oysters arrived, and now we have a nice solid island. They nest here, and year after year, every night they sleep here. Hundreds of birds, up to a dozen species. But on the top, we have a lot of great egrets and pelicans. There's at least one nest of cormorants, and I think some snowy egrets too. Those great egrets, those are the ones with the long shaggy plumes and the long pointy yellow bills. They are the first to nest here every year. And in March they start building their nests out of sticks. So if you look underneath the adults, you'll see some little houses right there. Those are the little chicks. We have some that are just born, we have some that are about 3 weeks old and getting big. And we have the first nest we found. And if you spot any chicks, we will like to know because we are sure there must be some more pelican ships. We've just not seen them. The pelicans are about 4 inches longer.
There's oysters right there again.
Green colour dead. We have red eyes, we have really good night vision, so we normally only see them in the evening fishing. But at this time of the year, because it doesn't nesting, we see them all day. And standing on the oyster pile shells, big grey bird with a black cap, red eyes, a long white tassel.
Okay, we got baby pelicans here. We're just gone around the other side of the island. So this is the view from the other side. Look how close we're getting.
I have a feeling that one or two of these nests here have new babies. Is that a head right there? There's a pelican sitting in the nest kind of poking downwards. They do that when they're arranging little babies. They often